Hello students, after finishing differentiation with the different types, now this is the time to start with the new concept. And as I have taken the new concept integration rather than the application of derivative, because that needs more concepts and from the video and all. So integration is the best part to discuss. So I am discussing this one. What is the meaning of integration? First of all, we should be aware with that. Basically, integration is word is synonymous with the integrity. Integrity means unity. So basically, integration is a process. It is a process of summation. ये जोड़ की प्रक्रिया है. This is the process of summation. Second thing, it is reverse process of differentiation. Now, what are the kinds of that? There are two kinds of that. One is the indefinite integration. Indefinite integration. Other is definite integration. Second is definite integration. So first of all, we'll go with the indefinite one. As right now I have discussed regarding the word meaning of the integration is the integrity, unity. You have to add up something. So how will add up? What is the model for the indefinite integration? And basically it is a process of summation. So symbolic representation of integration is this one. This is a symbolic one. This is a symbolic representation for integration. So indefinite integration, what are the fundamental rules for that? The rules. When we integrate a function with the fx, this is equal to, this is said to be integrand. This is operator, and then we'll get a integral value plus c. This is integral value and this is constant of integration. So suppose when we are adding the things, a very philosophical concept regarding that. Logic is there. When we integrate the function without boundary, there is no limit of adding this fx. So this is the indefinite one. When we go with the without boundary, that is the indefinite one. And when we will go with the boundary, then that will be definite one. So when suppose we are adding the whole universe, then there will be an error of all that. So this is basically error. When we are adding the function without boundary, you will get an error, and that error is the constant of integration apart from the integral value. Wherein the definite integration, when we will go with the definite one, will have boundary fx dx, and this will be f of x from a to b. This is the lower limit, this is the upper limit. And when we'll finally, it will have fb minus f of a. This is the role model. But what is the fundamental rule? Fundamental rule is that k with the fx of the function will take k outside, will integrate the function. This is the one. Second, suppose two functions are there. Fx plus minus gx. We can integrate in terms of the two different symbolic representation for integration. We'll go with the fx first, or plus minus. We'll go with the gx. So this is the basic fundamental rules. Now our target for today and further for a few days, this is indefinite integration. Indefinite integration is our target. That means we are adding the function without boundary. And this is the model for that. This is fx dx. This is symbolic representation. S, capital S. The summation word has the first word is the S. So when writing like this is symbolic representation for the integral fx and integral value plus c. This is the model on which we will work. But what is the basic rule of working of the integration? What is the basic rule? What is the philosophy to work out with the integration? This is very simple. And I am repeating, you should repeat it again and again in your mind, and you can go with that. Suppose I am having a function like this one. But before going with the basic rules and tips and all, we should go with the results. Results in terms of integral value. So I am putting the results first. After that, we will go with the what is the way of working with the indefinite integration. Suppose we are having an integration of let us see sin x. Differentiation for sin x, as we are getting, this is cos x. So when we will go with the integral value of cos x dx, it will be sin x plus c. That means it is a reverse process of differentiation, as earlier I have mentioned that. Suppose we are going with the cos x, this is dx, this is minus sin x. So when we will integrate the sin x, we will have minus of cos x plus c. Suppose we are going with the integration of x to the power differential of x by n. This is dx, it is n x n minus 1. When we will go with the x to the power n dx, this is x n plus 1 upon n plus 1 plus c. What we are looking out, that basically the integration is the reverse process of difference. That's why mentioning both the results simultaneously. Suppose we are going with the ex, differentiation of ex. This is ex. And when you integrate it, it is ex dx, and this is ex plus c. When we'll go with the differentiation of tan x, this is sec square x, and when we'll integrate it, sec square x has an integration is equal to tan x plus c. When we'll go with the integration of differentiation of cot x dx, this is minus cosec square x, when cosec square x dx is equal to minus cot x. Further we will go with the another differentiation. This is seventh one. Differentiation of sec x. This is sec x into tan x. So when we will go for the integration of sec x into tan x dx, it will be sec x plus c. Differentiation of cosec x is cot x into cosec x with a minus sign. So when we will go with the cosec into cot x dx, this is minus of cosec x plus c. Differentiation of log x is 1 by x. When we will go with the 1 by x with the integral, it will be log x plus c. So what at every time we are seeing that it is a reverse process of differentiation. 10th, suppose we are going with the ex, we earlier have mentioned that ex, Earlier I have mentioned that Ex, no, yes, mentioned that Ex, tan inverse x, this is 1 upon 1 plus x square. When we'll go with the 1 upon 1 plus x square with the integral value, that will be tan inverse of x plus c. As we have gone through also, differentiation of power function ax dx is ax log a. When we go with the ax of the integral value, this is ax upon log a plus c. 12. When we will go with the differentiation of sine inverse of x, this is dx, and this is 1 upon root under 1 minus x square, and root under 1 upon 1 minus x square, it will dx. It will be sine inverse of x plus c. More or less, one more tips I want to give you. Suppose we want to go with the differentiation of eax, this is dx, and that will be aeax. In terms of differentiation, coefficient will be in terms of the multiplier. When we will go with the integration in terms of the that, it will be eax upon a. So one of the things which you have to remark on that, here the coefficient will be in terms of division, here the coefficient will be in terms of the product. So there are few more results are there, but I'm not going with that because time is restricted with me. So I have given you few more results. You can go through the books and you can collect it from there. Now, what is the working mode? Working mode. What is the working mode? Working mode for indefinite integration. The working mode for integration is what you have to do every time. Suppose there are so many types we'll mention in the next class, but right now I'm just giving the tips. Every time you have to moderate the integrand. Suppose you are having an integrand like this, x cube plus x plus 1 dx, and you have to integrate it. What you will do? Every time you have to moderate the integrand in a such a fashion so that you can make it in a standard form or integrable. Suppose here a cube plus b cube is there, so x plus 1, and the result is the x square minus x plus 1. This is the result which you have already gone through in the lower classes. So that way we have moderated it. After moderating, we have a part x square dx minus x dx, and this is 1 dx. So as we have having a formula, x2 plus 1 upon 2 plus 1, here x 1 plus 1 upon 1 plus 1, here x to the power 0 plus 1, because x to the power 0 is 1, so 0 plus 1, and c. So finally, how much we are having? This is x cube by 3 minus x square by 2 plus x plus c we are having. So this is the model on which we have worked. Suppose I am taking another one. Suppose we are having the equation like this, 1 upon 1 plus x, question like this. So how we can moderate it? First of all, we write on I is the symbolic reason integrating it. Now this is the part, we'll take the whole square. This is x square plus 1 by x square plus 2. When we'll moderate it, we'll have this one. Now every part of this moderated is standard forms. X square is there, dx. Second is x to the power minus 2 dx. And third is, this is 2 outside and dx. This is x cube by 3 plus x to the power minus 2 plus 1 upon minus 2 plus 1 plus 2x plus c. So finally we are getting x cube plus 3 minus 1 upon x plus 2x plus c. So what is the basic rule? Every time you have to moderate that. Maybe the algebraic, maybe the trigonometrical, maybe the logarithmic, maybe the other part, but maybe the other process like by parts, which we will discuss later on. But every time the only one thing is that process is we have to moderate the integrand, we have to moderate this integrand in such a fashion so that we can make it in a standard form. Today I am not discussing the types which we have to discuss in the next class, but in further classes we will discuss what are the types. Today you simply go through what is the integration, what is the process, what are the basic rules, what are the results, and just grab it. After grabbing it, we'll definitely go with the types, and one by one we'll clear it within a span of 15 days. So this is a very exclusive chapter. You should stick on that. Every day you go with that. Consult your book, NCERT book, your elements book, whatever you are having, you just consult it and then go for. So this is very important. Students, don't miss it, because until unless you will not work for that, it is difficult for you to go with that. Start from the beginning, and definitely you will work for that. Thank you for today. I am concluding here, saying all of you all the best. Thank you. God bless.